Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Nohemy, and in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to make a vacation jar.
My name's Nohemy, and welcome to my channel. I'm a personal trainer who likes to live life to the fullest while working up a sweat and traveling the world. Subscribe to keep up with my latest videos.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Like I said, in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to make a vacation jar. I actually have 3 vacation jars here in front of me. I'm going to go ahead and go over them with you really quick. So I first came across a vacation jar when I was reading a solo female traveler's blog. I thought it was such a neat idea, I decided to make one of my own. And so I did, and since then I've actually made a couple, as you can see. This is a vacation jar that I made from my trip to the Dominican Republic. This is a vacation jar that I made from my recent trip to Puerto Rico. And this is a vacation jar that I made for my trip to Canada. So I'm actually gonna empty the contents of this jar and show you what's inside so you have an idea of what to put in yours. So let's go ahead and put these off to the side. All right, now before I empty the contents of this jar, the jar itself I actually got from Target. This is actually a coconut oil jar. There was coconut oil in here, and so I emptied it out, I washed it really good, and I repurposed it. And so I actually got this jar because I like that it has a silver top. It's not too big and it's not too small versus some of those really big mason jars or just the mason jars that you can buy by themselves. So I also like that this was rounded and it didn't have any imprint on it like the mason jars do. So just to give you a close-up look, this is what the jar looks like. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, there you go, haven't opened it in a while, and empty out the contents. All right, so this is what the jar looks like empty. And so when I travel, I pick up things here and there that remind me of my travels. Like if I go to a restaurant, I might keep the coaster, or you know, if I get a ticket someplace or like a bus pass, anything like that that reminds me of my trip, I keep. And also little trinkets, like I have a keychain in here that I'm about to show you, sometimes like a necklace or a bracelet or a magnet, and those are just things I keep in mind that as I'm somewhere, you know, out and about traveling, I keep in mind like, oh, I can use that as, you know, for a vacation jar or for my travel journal or just as a keepsake. And so these are some of the things that I look for when I travel as far as things that I can keep that I don't necessarily have to buy as far as a souvenir. So let's go ahead and start with the keychain because this is what I have in the middle. So when I went to Canada, I did a tour of Niagara Falls, but on the way to Niagara Falls, we stopped at this winery or this vineyard. Winery, vineyard, I don't know. Maybe it's called the same thing. It was called the Teaching Winery, if you guys can see that. And so these are cute little, it's just a cute little keychain, it's cork. And it has some little beads at the end. And so I decided to buy this and put it in my vacation jar just because I'm not really big on keychains, but I wanted to remember, you know, the experience and the trip, and I thought it was really cool that it was a cork. And there was like this beautiful vineyard outside. You could see all the grapes, you know, all the ice wine, and just, you know, it was even, we did a wine tasting while we were at the Teaching Winery, and it was actually a school of teaching people how to make wine. So this is a keychain that I bought, you know, along my trip when I was on my way to Niagara Falls. This is actually my boarding pass from Delta going to Canada. And I went to Toronto, so in case you guys were wondering. Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, this is a map of the train, the city train that I kept. And then, oh, okay, so in Toronto they have this castle called Casa Loma. And so this is the, like, I guess map that you get when you first get there. And it was so cool. I literally spent all day inside this castle, and it was, and it was so cool. So this is a map of the castle. So I decided to keep that. And then, oh, I went to the CN Tower while I was there. And so this is my ticket to the CN Tower. And then this is my another passport, or not passport, boarding pass on the airplane to go to Toronto. All right, I don't know if you can see all that. This is my key card for the hotel that I stayed at, and I stayed at the Ramada Inn. My first time staying there. It was actually a really nice hotel. And oh, this is my map. So I went on this hop on, hop off like sightseeing tour, right? City sightseeing tour in Toronto. And I forgot how much it was, but like it's a pass to hop on this trolley that you have 2 days to use. You can hop on and hop off, you know, wherever you want along the trolley. And so that was an awesome way to get around, you know, while I was in Toronto. So I literally took the trolley all the way around, listened to the tour guide and to hear what they had to say about all the different destinations. And then once I did the trolley once, you know, I kind of pinpointed what areas I wanted to go see and visit. And so I would mark them off on this map, which this map is beat up. But let's see. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see, but like I made markings on this map. Like, this is like the worst idea ever. I don't know if you can see, like I circled there, and what else did I circle? I circled over here. And so I made markings on this map, and I don't know. It's just cool to just kind of see and reminisce, like, oh, I went there. Oh yeah, I remember that place. So yeah, so here I got the map. I don't know how to put it back the way it was. There we go. Nope. Okay, so map of the city. And then, okay, this is a brochure that I got while I was visiting the while I was inside the CN Tower, while I was visiting the CN Tower. And like inside, it just gives you the history of like when they built it and like the glass floor that was there. I went and saw the glass floor and just, I don't know, this is really cool. So these are all the little like keepsakes that I kept from my trip to Canada. And so when, you know, after I'm done with my trip and I come back home, I kind of collect everything that I ended up saving, like receipts and boarding passes and things like that. And then, you know, I save these jars. Whenever I use up coconut oil jar, I'll clean it out and just kind of save it for keepsake. Save it for keepsaking. You know what I'm trying to say. Keep it for safekeeping. There you go. For when I decide to make a vacation jar. So when I'm gonna construct the vacation jar, whatever like papers I have, I try to roll them. I don't know if you can see this, but I try to roll them just to get them into the formation of rolling into a circle. And so I start with the outside, basically, of the jar. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab these two and kind of roll them in a circle and then put them on the inside. And then you wanna squeeze them so that, you know, they kind of, you know, there's an opening on the inside so that you can put stuff on the inside. And then I just kind of keep doing it. And then I kind of decorate the outside first, right? So I think before I empty the contents, I had this CN Tower ticket on the outside. So I'm gonna take these out and put this on the outside first. Okay, and then what else? I think I wanna show the boarding pass too. So like, you know, when you're looking at the vacation jar from the outside, you'll see my boarding pass and this ticket to the CN Tower. And then it also makes it easier for me to like, you know, be able to tell the difference between all the vacation jars, like which is from where. All right, and so next I'm actually gonna do the brochure. Again, put it in a circle and then just drop it in. And then this circle, or this brochure, actually goes to the top. So I'm actually gonna take it out and I'm gonna do the other boarding pass to put it on the inside. And then I'm gonna do the brochure. All right, and then I think last, I'm gonna go ahead and do the train map and then the map itself and put them to one side as best I can. If you guys can see that. And so that just leaves a small space for me to put my key card for the hotel. And then I'm gonna have to squeeze the keychain like on one side. If you guys can see that. All right, and so I've got my key card, the keychain, and the maps, and then you can obviously see on the outside it says CN, so I'll know that's the CN Tower, and you can see it. And then you can see my boarding pass on the outside. And then I just close it up, and that's my vacation jar. So that's all I've got for you in today's video, guys. So I want to say like 4 or 5 vacation jars. These I actually have at the bottom of an end table just on display. And then I think I have 2 more in the bookcase in my office, kind of like as bookends for the books that I have on a shelf. So there's a lot of ways that you can decorate the vacation jars and use them around your house. But hope I gave you guys a couple of ideas. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like this video by giving me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Until next time, bye guys.